Hello everyone and welcome. I am Eddie and today we are playing Towns. So what is Towns? This is an indie game. There is a type of management or god game where you have to develop obviously a town and take care of its citizens. It's one of those games where you do not have direct control over your citizens, but you can give orders and they will try to do them while at the same time they have to take care of themselves and their needs. It's developed by a company named SMP, which I think is basically two guys only developed in the game. This game is available on Desura and recently got on Steam through the Greenlight effort from Steam. I think it was one of the games that was part of the first batch of games that were greenlit by the Steam Greenlight project. For some reason, this game is still in development, but for some reason when it was released on Steam, it wasn't released as a beta game. I think on the Steam page it's not mentioned that it's still in development, and they even had to change the version number. I think when it got into Steam it was version 0.6, and then they had to change the number to version 6. So now it's version 8i, but it's still actually version 0.8. But anyway, it's still fun. And we are going to play it. So here you can select different types of map. We are just going to play on a normal map. And I'm going to stop the recording because my recording software doesn't like the transition between the title screen and the game screen itself. Okay, so we have generated our map. So let's take a look. You can scroll through the map using the WSAD keys. And so these areas mean there is a mountain or a hill here. Sorry about that, I had to cough. So you can scroll through the map using the WSAD keys, and you can use your mouse wheel to scroll up and down the levels. So the level at which your cursor is actually a bit lighter than the ones underneath. And here you can see the level at which you are. And obviously you can go up, and you can also go down. Right now we cannot go down underground because we haven't dug up a hole to get there, but under the map you will find a lot of underground levels filled with dungeons and monsters to explore and kill. But right now we need to start off by finding a place to create our town. So let's just check the map. And we don't have any jungle nearby, which is good. The jungle is an area where you will have froggies, which are enemies, and here they are. So here we have a jungle. Let's get down. Okay, here we have froggies. So they are not extremely dangerous enemies, but at the start your Tonys don't have any weapons. So if you start right next to a jungle, it can be a bit difficult. But it seems that there is only one jungle area on this map, and it's on the other side from where we started, so that's pretty good. Alright. One thing I think I'm going to have to do is flatten a little bit the area. probably here, that's a place where it will be the easiest, and maybe here also in the future. But right now we will start by gathering some wood. So here we have our toolbar with the common actions that we can, well, the common orders that we can give to our citizens. So harvesting, chopping wood, cutting, digging, mining, tilling, and creating stockpiles and different zones. Here we have different menus. Yes, for production and auto production, auto harvesting. I'll explain this a little bit later, I think. And here we have the menus to build things, create buildings, furnitures, objects, roads, farms, etc. Here we have in the main HUD. Here we have the button for our citizens. So right now we have 11 citizens. Here we can open the panel with the list of them. You can equip your citizens with armor. So you have 4 slots for armor and one slot for weapon. And here it's the option to have them auto-equip. So right now we don't have any equipment, so it's useless. And then you can convert them to soldiers. And here you have little buttons that can allow you to get to your citizens. So I'll be using myself the keyboard shortcuts. It's E and R. Right now they're all on the same tile, so it doesn't matter. Here we have the number of soldiers. So we won't have any right now, but to create a soldier you just need to right click on one of your citizens and click convert soldier. Here we have the number of heroes you have attracted, which we'll talk a bit later. There are a special kind of citizens over which you have absolutely no control, and they will be exploring the dungeons and fighting monsters. And a caravan is a kind of a new feature I'm not too familiar with. Personally, I've been playing this game for quite a while, but last time that I played it was several patches ago, so quite a few things happened since then. So let's see, what is that? Okay, so this is your stocks apparently. So you are able to see everything that you have built and harvested, and okay, that's pretty nice. As they redid completely the interface since the last time I played. And here you have a very important menu. It's the priority panel. When you give orders, your citizen will try and do what you asked, and they will use a priority panel to know which order to do first. So right now baking and cooking is top priority, gathering and harvesting, mining, digging, tilling and chopping, item construction, wall construction, butchering and hauling. One thing to note, and I think one mistake that can be done very often by new players, is giving too many orders too fast. Because of this priority list, your citizen will start by doing the high priority jobs. And the thing is, once they are done, they are looking for another job. If you give too many orders too fast, once they finish a high priority job, they will go back to the list and they will do another high priority job if one is available. Which means if you give too many orders, the low priority job will never get done by your citizens. So you have to be a little bit patient and in order for everything to get done. Alright, so we are going to start by chopping some wood. Wood is one of the base materials. So here I'm giving orders, so let's unpause the game. And your citizen starts working. Alright, so I am going to have them mine this hill. In order to flatten the terrain. And I'll chop the trees. I'm actually going to harvest those trees with little red dots in them are apple trees. And so your citizen can harvest apple from them. And the green ones are pears. So let's chop the trees. I don't think I can dig the soil if the trees are still on it. Okay. So right now my citizen won't need to eat for a little bit, for a little while. But if they do, they can eat apples and pears for now. It's not very filling. Each food have a filling percentage, which means eating a food that is high. That a high filling percentage means that your citizen won't need to eat very often, because after eating that, but apples won't fill them very much, but it will do for the beginning. Oops, let's get down to this level. And mine. Alright, so we will have a nice area to start our town on. Oh, and we have a carnivorous plant here. Oh, that's nice. So let's accelerate time a little bit. So here again I'm going to harvest those trees. So you see, harvesting is a higher priority job than mining, so they stopped the mining to do the harvest. And we are going to create our first zones. So zones are area that will be designated to do a certain job. So we will start with a Capn Tree, which is where you will create objects made out of wood, obviously. And we are going to start with a nice... so the minimum size I think is 3 by 3. We will start with a 4 by 4 zone. And next to it we will add another 4 by 4 masonry, and in between we'll make a stockpile for raw materials. So stockpile is where your citizen will gather everything that they either cut, harvest, but you will they will only put certain things in a stockpile, and you can allow what you want put in there. So I can allow them to stockpile coal, copper, etc. on this one. But what I will do is only enable barrels on it. Alright, so destroy the mud. We are going to start our Capn Tree. To do that, so where are... So utilities, walls... I think yes, it's utilities. So carpenter's bench only need wood to get built. So let's make 3 of them. And you see my citizens gathering wood and building a carpentry bench. So we also need a wood detailer, but yes, we need stone to make a wood detailer. So we are going to mine some stone. So we don't have much available right next to us. And now that we have stone, we are going to create some wood detailers. And a few mason's bench. So let's first clear up the mud blocks here. I think you can make walls out of mud, but it's not very... Otherwise it's not very useful. And I'd rather have stone walls rather than mud walls. Okay. So we also need to start so let's have them cut the carnivorous plant. I'm not exactly sure what you can do with it, but right now we won't use it immediately. So I'm going to also chop all those trees to make room. Now we want to have an area to plant trees and wheat to start our farming area. We don't have much room, unfortunately. Oh, and we have some coal right here, so that's good. I might have to clean up this area to find... Okay, I'm going to start by chopping the trees here. Alright, and now I am going to create so farms. Nope. Oh no, I need to till the land first. Okay, yes, that's how you do it. So I'm going to try and put my... I need a bakery to use that. Yeah, okay, so my... So let's destroy the mud. The layout of the... of my town might not be ideal at the beginning, but... And yes, it's auto-saving. When it auto-saves, it pauses a little bit. Alright, and after tilling, they are going to need to harvest wild wheat to be able to plant it here. So, planting wheat. Okay, so let's look for some more wheat to have them harvest. Here we have one. Oh, and we have some gravel here. So if we mine that, we might get some flint, I believe, which will allow us to create fire. Okay, so our wheat farm is on the way. That's a bit far away, but hey. And we are going to get also a tree farm that we'll put here. So let's till the zone. And we are putting it close to our Capn Tree, of course, because then we'll be able to harvest wood from here and use it directly in there. So right now our citizens are sleeping in the open because we don't have we didn't make any bedroom for them yet. And we still have 11. The way you increase your population is basically some new citizen will come if two conditions are met. First, you need to have enough bedroom, not only for your current citizens, but for more. And also there is a happiness that you can see, I think. I think maybe in this. Yes, happiness 1200 out of 100 right now. And so if your citizens are happy and there is a room for enough bedrooms, some new citizens will come. So around here we have some trees and pine trees, so I'm going to plant both of those. try some pine trees. And you see they go all the way to get some little bushes like those and plant them here, which will they will grow up to become trees. Okay, so yes, the wood is preventing them to plant. So all right. So our little town is going strong right now. We're barely starting. The next step is to make sure we get a full farm of wheat and we start producing food from it, which will mean harvesting the wheat, creating flour out of it, and then making the flour into bread in a bakery. And so we will try to do all this in the second episode. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment and subscribe. Thank you again and see you later.